Thank you guys so much for watching last week's episode. We really appreciated the feedback. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Enjoy the podcast.
Broke as shit, broke as shit, broke as shit, I'm broke as shit, broke as shit, broke as shit, broke as shit, I'm broke as shit, broke as shit, broke as shit, broke as shit, I'm broke as shit, broke as shit, broke as shit, broke as shit, I'm broke as shit.
Elijah,
Mm-hmm.
are you a Disney fan?
I am, but I mean, depends on how big of a fan you're looking for.
I'm just
not
mean
like
that I
a
could
huge
ask.
fan.
my topic has to do with comparing ranking the best Disney movies because Tristan seems to think that Tarzan is the best soundtrack and he's just wrong.
It is. Name a soundtrack that goes harder than that. You
Hercules.
can't. Two Worlds.
Okay, so
Hercules.
this is where I lose credibility because I've seen the
The
movies,
Trash Band song.
but
What is
I
that
don't know
song
what the
called?
fuck any of the songs were in any of the movies. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't give you a single Disney lyric.
So Hercules, infinitely better.
Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride from Lilo and Stitch is
Look,
Oh man,
not
I mean,
one of the greatest Disney songs of all time.
it's pretty good. I'll give you that. It's pretty good. What I call it one of the greatest? No.
Listen to this. Listen to this soundtrack. Two Worlds. You'll Be in My Heart. Son of Man. Trash in the Camp. Strangers Like Me.
Yeah.
Listen to that.
No, I mean it sounds.
One Family.
Tristan.
These are all. They all go hard. Every single song on this soundtrack goes hard.
What's
you
the?
just often listen to the Lilo and Stitch soundtrack.
This is Tarzan.
Yeah, that
you
one was
uncultured
Tarzan.
swine.
Yeah.
You often listen to that though?
Yeah.
No, I don't often listen to it.
I mean, when was the last time you listened to it, and was it on a date?
And it
When was the
wasn't
last
on
time-
a date.
Was it on a date?
No, it was not on the date.
You sure?
It was a few nights ago when I listened to it. After I tweeted about it, I listened to it.
Because I personally believe that Hercules is the greatest of all time.
What's so great about Hercules? What's even
Uh,
on the Hercules soundtrack?
0 to Hero.
Okay, that's a good one.
I Won't Say I'm in Love.
Okay.
The Gospel Truth. A Star is Born.
Nah.
Go the Distance.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. So,
The
literal
fact
banger after banger after banger. It would be like a Drake album if every song was Tuesday Slide and God's Plan.
Okay.
that the fact that you can just rattle off these titles
Yeah,
and then
you're,
There's
Tristan
nothing
knows
wrong with that.
exactly, and Tristan knows exactly the ones you're talking about.
you're out of your depth, Elijah.
Yeah.
I'm out of my culture.
We're
right here.
cultured. We're cultured
Yeah,
over here, Elijah.
I'm way out of my culture. here.
Elijah, what's your favorite Disney movie?
I don't know.
Okay, for perspective, Tristan, what's
don't-
yours?
Mine?
Yeah.
A Goofy movie.
Fucking
that's a good
what?
one. Goofy movie's pretty good.
A Goofy movie.
I don't have a favorite Disney movie.
Yes, you do.
You should.
Everyone has a
don't.
favorite Disney movie.
No, because it doesn't mean that it's my favorite. It just means it's probably the only Disney movie I can remember.
I'm sorry, you don't remember every Disney movie ever?
No, because I don't often watch Disney movies.
You don't ever watch them?
I still haven't seen Incredibles 2.
All right, that's it. You've
Well,
lost
neither
your.
have I.
Yeah, neither have I. But you've lost your home.
I haven't even
No.
I haven't even watched Finding Dory.
I'm sorry, sir. We can't prove that you were schooled at home. You haven't seen all the Disney movies, so we're gonna have
Is
to
that
revoke
what-
your homeschool
Is that what
pass.
you did?
Watch Disney movies? Yes, I did, and I'll be
So
proud
you-
to say it.
You had all that free time.
Oh yeah, we watched so much Disney,
and
so
you
much
said,
Disney.
You know what would fucking slap right now is watching every Disney movie.
Is watching Hercules right now for like five times. Yeah, that's
You know what
exactly
movie?
would slap.
You know what movie fucking slapped when I was a kid, dude?
What?
Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy. That
Oh,
fucking
come
movie slapped.
on.
Good movie.
I watched it once. It was all right.
That fucking movie slapped, dude.
I thought it was spooky.
Beauty and the Beast.
I just loved the acting that Eddie Murphy had in that movie because he tried his best to be he was acting like the character, but he was also acting like a stereotypical white dad in that movie, and it was hilarious.
He in Daddy Daycare also he was acting like that.
Yeah, yeah, and it's hilarious. It's like Eddie Murphy, because that's not like Eddie Murphy's comedy at all. And so seeing him play movies like that is so funny. Like Ice Cube and fucking Are We There
Are
Yet?
we there yet?
That
Are
shit
we
was
recording?
hilarious to me. Like not
Yeah,
just the movie, but like thinking about how they filmed that movie and how irritated Ice Cube had to have been at everyone on that set when he was making it.
You know what else is a good Disney song? Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King.
of course it is. Lion
That
King is
is
one
Elton
of the
John.
that's
greatest.
beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, Tristan. That song slaps more than every single song on the Tarzan album, except maybe tied with You'll Be in My Heart.
I can agree with that.
Okay, thank you.
I agree
Thank
with
you.
that.
I was personally offended when you tweeted out the other night. You're like, "This is the best Disney album ever," and I was like,
No, I said
step
name
back.
a soundtrack that goes harder than this.
I
I'll
can
wait.
name at least 5 others. All right. Also, have you heard Tuesday Slide? It's the best. What is that? Actually, I just heard it the other night. It's like the right foot pop, left
What
foot
if
slide. I was
what
like,
if
what am
I
I supposed to be
down-
doing here?
I
what if
downloaded
Drake got
Drake's.
knocked off the highest streaming list for a Disney album?
Easy.
You think he?
Yeah, easy.
There's
I'm
no
sure
way.
Frozen already has.
Yeah, Frozen's always at the top, and then Beauty and the Beast soundtrack went to the top pretty quick. Except it was
Really?
well, there was a Celine Dion song in it, if
Uh,
I'm correct, and that one went pretty up there.
that's fair.
Yeah, so I don't think it's unusual, but they haven't really released.
They don't stay there though. I've never seen it at least.
No, but Drake's only stays there because of random people. Like Drake reaches so far that just different countries will hear it at different times.
Yeah.
So it'll be like #1 in the U.S. for like 3 weeks, and then it's like, oh,
Yeah.
Africa just found out
Well,
about
that-
the Tuesday
he
Slide.
made those 2 songs for Top Boy or what was it? Is that it?
Top Boy,
Top
what?
Boy or something like that. It's a UK based Netflix series, and it's technically the 3rd season, but it was like they revamped it as if it was a whole new show. And Drake made 2 songs that went with it, and he used like a London accent when he was rapping in these 2 songs. And just those 2 songs that he made completely revived the whole show because it was going to be canceled because of viewership.
The Drake effect.
How
The
bad
Drake
is
effect,
his? How bad is his accent?
It's not bad, dude. Like,
Really?
no, it's not bad. It's Drake is so good at being able to show how much he knows about a culture through a song. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it, regardless of it, you have to kind of respect it just because it's like he's bringing so much, just like the
Diversity.
fucking
Nice brain fart. Jesus Christ. This whole time you were saying that, I was thinking, imagine if when Drake, how like Drake writes songs and they're always, you're talking over me. Why? How Drake, like is very attentive to people's culture and is very good
yeah,
at expressing kind of the emotion behind whatever he is writing about.
yeah.
I feel like how much better would it have been if Top Boy or whatever hired like 6ix9ine to do it, and it was just like really,
God.
really, really, really like racist in the way that he's like,
Just
get my
bad.
tea and crumpets, yeah, and like it was just super like only things that like if you don't know about UK culture at all, it's just the copy paste thing.
Just the stereotypes, and then you put it in a song.
Sorry, my mic. I unplugged my mic from laughing so hard.
Are we recording?
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. We're 9 minutes in. This is good.
Cool.
Thanks
for the
I thought we were
heads
gonna
up,
do a
Joe.
countdown or something.
No. I
he-
like to be natural, and
He just pressed the button.
I like all natural.
I don't know.
It
Do
was
you
a
guys?
good way to start.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you feel I should count down? Do you think I should give you a warning? I like to just jump into it.
No, I like to jump in.
I like it.
You caught me in the middle of a very passionate debate about the Tarzan album.
I mean,
True.
It wasn't that passionate. It'd be more passionate if it was about a better album.
Oh, my shirt was off.
Oh.
I'd be careful, Joe.
Tristan, I'm podcasting right now. Come on.
I know.
Be careful.
You don't have to take off your shirt.
It's when you're at your weakest. It's when you're podcasting.
It is.
I know what to do.
Has anybody seen the new Hulu show called Solar Opposites?
No,
I haven't. What's that about?
By the creators of Rick and Morty, and
I would imagine it's about solar opposites.
it's a pretty lighthearted show. It's just like it's like 4 aliens crash on Earth, and they're trying to live there and be part of the society, but they're also trying to repair their ship to get off the planet. And it's basically Rick and Morty, but with no limits. Like they do whatever they want and say whatever they want, and it's hilarious.
Is it live action or is it animated?
No, it's animated. It's literally just like Rick and Morty. But I brought that up because there's an episode where they say something about they have a running joke about podcast guys, and I felt personally attacked.
You've recorded one episode and you felt personally attacked.
Elijah does one podcast and suddenly he was walking around. You're walking around with a lavalier on all the time and you're talking to people. You're like,
I have my own shirt on.
Did you guys listen to Joe Rogan this week? What was your opinion? All right, Tom Papa was okay. Walks around.
He's okay.
He's like, what are you guys' opinion on Andrew Centineo? His podcast is okay.
Would you guys like to feature on my podcast?
He starts walking around. What's the they're always sponsoring the people that do the lawnmower.
Lawnmower.
The Manscape.
Oh.
He's like, y'all ever heard of Manscape? Or Raid Shadow Legends.
Hey, dude, me and Tristan are gonna be sponsored from them through this podcast.
You guys.
I do. I enjoy my Manscaped razor, the finest razor in all the lands.
It's the best razor.
We're not sponsored.
If there's anybody from Manscaped,
Manscaped.com.
I promise there is.
If you guys are listening to this, it's the finest razor in all of the land, and I enjoy it.
It's the only option in personal razor choices.
It sure is.
I mean, I don't use it.
You're fucking things up for us, Joe.
This isn't a free sponsorship, but if it was, and there was someone from Manscaped listening to this, you got at least 2 of the 3 broke dudes that enjoy your razor.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
It's majority.
No. Yeah, that's majority.
If you guys could all be sponsored by one company, who would the company be?
Coca-Cola.
I think what you meant to say is Manscaped.
Thank you. Goes on a rant for 2 minutes, and it's like, you fucked this up for us, Joe. And I immediately go, if you could be sponsored, who would it be? Coke. 100% Coke.
Coca-Cola.
Tristan, why would it be Coca-Cola?
Believe me, I would love to drink a nice, delicious, refreshing Coca-Cola while I'm trimming my balls. But
that's a sound clip now.
As great as that sounds.
So, I would want to do both at the same time.
So hang on.
Can you? Can you do both at the same time?
I can certainly try.
I'd like to see you try.
Okay, pervert. First of all.
Listen.
Tristan saying okay, pervert just sounds like a dad. Okay, pervert. No dessert for you tonight.
Go to your room.
Oh my god, that gave me chills. I legitimately started going up to my room.
The belt is coming off.
Oh no. Please stand out. We hear belt noises.
Thought that was RMFD on the mic.
Tristan, oh no, not RMFD. Why would you choose Coca-Cola?
Because I love Coca-Cola. I love their beverages. The finest drink in all of the land. Coca-Cola.
So if they said, Tristan, we love the podcast. We love you specifically. We want to sponsor you. We want you to be our Coke guy. We want you to be our Coca-Cola sponsor. We want to make a drink after you. What would you choose? Like, what would be the flavor? What would it be called?
How do you answer that?
How do you answer that?
It's a great question.
What kind of flavor do you expect him to say? Like a flavor he's never tasted before?
No, like, okay, so for instance, Tristan, you like Dr. Pepper, don't you?
No, I hate Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
That's right, I said it.
Damn. Okay, it's gonna alienate a lot of our.
I don't
audience.
believe you. Didn't you drink Dr. Pepper all the time?
No, that was a bunch of other people. He drank Brisk.
Oh, that's right.
So Tristan, you could say that. You could be like, well, I don't want a soda. I want an iced tea. I want it to be raspberry flavored.
I would love if Brisk sponsored me. Can I change my answer to Brisk?
Isn't Brisk owned by Coca-Cola?
No, Brisk is Lipton.
Are they owned by Coca-Cola?
I don't know.
So let's just say that they are, or whatever. You get it specifically from Lipton. What kind of iced tea would you have? Sure, great. Lipton. How? This was a fun question, and you all fucked it.
Joe,
Lipton.
we're trying to get a free sponsorship here, and you're butchering the name.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you're not going to do us any favors when we bring this video to corporate.
What if I was? Oh, I wish Coca-Cola sponsored me.
Tristan, how do you get farther away from your mic? It's attached to your ears. They're AirPods. I've had to adjust your audio 4 times. It's like you take off one of them and start waving it around in anger.
It might be because I keep sitting up when I'm talking.
I've got Tristan that sounds like he's throwing his mic down the hallway, and then Joe who sounds like he's screaming into it.
Yeah, man,
Is this better?
It's crazy.
Is this better?
Yeah, it's a lot better. Okay, it's a lot better. So now back to the question at hand.
Still.
Lipton. If Lipton sponsored you,
yeah.
What flavor tea? I don't know. It's a fun question.
And that's what I was saying. Like, what do you mean? What flavor? Like, any flavor that he says is something that already exists because he's already tasted it.
They could make like a half and half after me, like an iced tea and lemonade after me. I don't know what you'd call it, but
TMFD.
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 Yeah. Oh yeah. Tristan motherfucking DeAngelis.
Imagine going to the counter and buying a TMFD flavored.
It sounds like you're buying a drug.
Yeah.
Sounds like that.
You got that TMFD?
Yeah. Back to Joe Rogan. Have you ever done TMFD? It's pretty wild. Elijah, if you could be sponsored by any company ever, not including Manscaped, to throw you off your rhythm. Yep, I know, because they're the gods, they're the G's. Who would you be sponsored by?
The Dollar Shave Club.
Oh my god.
Have you seen?
He is the podcast guy.
Have you seen how drastically they've taken over every channel on YouTube?
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's incredible. That's
podcast
incredible marketing.
Specifically.
What's that other? What's that money app?
Cash App.
Was it? Yeah, Cash App. That's another one that's everywhere.
Yeah, Cash App's awesome.
I always see Earnin. That's on social media where the people that get advances on their paychecks.
Yeah, Earnin is big on Snapchat and things like that, but Cash App's had a huge pull right now in the YouTube community, especially for the gaming community, because they actually are huge sponsors. They're majority sponsors of a competitive gaming league called 100 Thieves. So I love Cash App. Cash App's great. If I could be sponsored by anybody, I would be sponsored by Cash App.
You hear that, Cash App representatives?
You hear that, Cash App? Exactly. I love
Cash App. If Joe loves you, then it means we love you.
Exactly, and I think that how cool would it be to be able to say, sign up for Cash App today and get free $10 straight into your account if you sign up with code 3BrokeDudes.
Did they send you something already, or you? Did
that
you
was
not
just
tell
his.
us?
That was just his immaculate segue into talking about a sponsorship.
Yeah. You got a sponsorship from
Would
Cash
that not
App,
be the best?
Let us know.
Oh my god, hang on. If we ever got... Okay, so let's say on some miracle people are not lying to us and they actually enjoy this, right? Let's say by some miracle... 100%. Let's say miraculously we grow in viewership because other people like us and share us, and we actually get to the point where we get sponsors. What if I never told you guys that we got sponsors? I just cleverly weaved the sponsorship in to where you guys had to just guess, are we actually being sponsored? It's just like a joke. And I'm like, oh, what?
Let's move on. It's like, oh, Joe's doing his bit again.
I make it a bit, but we're just making money and
Yeah.
But he doesn't. He never tells us. So he just pockets all the money.
Oh, 100%. No, I just give you guys elaborate gifts for no reason that are exactly the dollar amount of your sponsorship cut. I'm just like, here's a block of cheese.
Mail,
oh, a hoverboard. Yeah, perfect. Oh my god, that'd be so good. Actually, that's what we're gonna do from now on.
Tristan, did Joe send you a scooter in the mail, or is it just me?
And I got one too. I got a scooter and a new car.
Oh wow.
Whoa, you think we're gonna get sponsorships that are the equivalent of new cars?
I don't know.
It's just his old car.
I don't know. Are we
It's
Cash
just-
App? Are we gonna do that, Cash App? If you're out there
we are
listening?
not sponsored by Cash App yet.
Yeah.
I would love to be. Cash App
I know,
should sponsor us. I mean, that and Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, that's another one. They're everywhere, dude.
Suddenly cuts into a video of me going, Raid Shadow Legends is a mobile game that, with millions of online players right now and tons of champions to choose from, and I slowly grow my virginity even larger.
I wish that I could listen in on just the sales pitch that they have for those, because everyone does it. It doesn't matter what kind of YouTube channel they are. I've seen reaction channels that sponsor them. I've seen like
I got you.
private or like small time stand-up comedians that have some sort of sponsorship from like, not necessarily them, but like some kind of small weird website, and I want to know what they say.
Well, it's like
I want to know.
SeatGeek. It's like SeatGeek with David Dobrik. SeatGeek is an amazing. SeatGeek is an amazing. SeatGeek is an
Joe just
amazing app
broke.
that helps you buy tickets in literally the easiest way possible. You see me in my cars with tons of my friends, like that meme. It's just the same with Raid Shadow Legends. By the way, I have a script.
SeatGeek's a great app.
Oh, it is a great app. We would love to
Never
be
used
sponsored
it.
by SeatGeek.
I've gotten great seats at many sporting events and concerts because of SeatGeek.
And he's
SeatGeek representatives, if you're out there listening.
It's a
I've never
fact
gotten to
though.
use it.
A friend of mine, so League of Legends has their championships, and last year their championship for the United States was the final game was hosted in St. Louis, the final round,
Oh wow.
which was
Nice.
it was huge, and I think they did it at Enterprise.
Dang.
And Enterprise,
Rent a car.
yeah, we're not sponsored by Enterprise.
No,
And
we're
then
not.
Enterprise, somebody did the SeatGeek like the same day when tickets weren't available for a few weeks prior. Like I was trying to get tickets and couldn't find any. That same morning he got tickets and it was literally like 3 rows from the front, and he
Yeah.
spent like nothing because
Yeah.
somebody was just like last minute selling him. And I was like, this is insane.
Huh.
By the way, sorry, I want to go to an ad read real quick if you guys don't mind.
Oh boy. This is.
You're such
we
a
made it.
jokester, Joe.
Raid is a turn-based RPG done right. In case you've been living under a rock and haven't heard, Raid is a badass mobile game that changes everything. The game is crazy popular, with almost $15 million in the last 6 months. Raid is an epic dark fantasy done right. A hero-collecting turn-based game with over 400 champions to collect and customize. In Raid, you can get knights, orcs, undead, and more. Raid with
We really
friends and a
did get
clan.
sponsored.
We didn't. I was just reading.
You're not
the thing.
supposed to interrupt the ad
Yeah, you
read.
just interrupted.
I'm
the ad
sorry.
read, though, and you
You're
killed
not
the
supposed to
vibe.
talk over it.
And I don't know where
I
I am
apologize.
now, and I was already stuttering. I felt like I was losing my footing a little bit.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. This is why we're not sponsored, specifically because of Elijah.
Talking over the ad reads. He's too good for the ad reads.
Elijah's like, what's that supposed to mean, huh? Only 'cause of me? Huh.
Oh,
Wild.
only me? I wonder what's different.
If you guys don't get it, the joke is because Elijah didn't. Elijah is shorter than Tristan and
Just
I.
spit it out. just
Spit
just
what
tell
out?
the world.
Spit what out, Elijah?
Tell the world.
Spit
I don't
what
care
out?
anymore.
Spit what
Tell them
out?
my secret.
What's your secret?
Say it louder for the people in the back.
Elijah, would you like to
What-
share with the class what makes you different?
That I'm shorter.
Thank you.
Um,
All right.
I'm
Elijah is 4'11", if you guys can believe it.
Whoa, that's
He's
like
a
if I'm
legal-
standing on my toes.
He's a legal dwarf.
Are we allowed to say dwarf? Yeah, we're allowed to say dwarf.
Is
Yeah,
that
that's the-
politically correct?
That's the
Yeah.
correct. That's the political correct.
Yeah.
Thing to say.
Shorter
I thought
people.
it was just little people is offensive, isn't it?
Tiny people. That's why I call them tiny. I say, "What's up, tiny?" And I talk
No,
like
that's
that.
offensive.
I talk like I'm talking to a toddler. I go,
I'm sure that
"Hello?"
goes very well.
Now that's offensive.
You want your baba?
I treat them completely. I treat anybody who is a dwarf completely normal, except for the fact that when I talk to them like I'm talking to a toddler. I go, "Well, hello. How are you today?"
Dude, I couldn't imagine if someone did that to me.
Beat the fuck out of you. Woo! You
I'd
beat the
kick
fuck
the-
out of me.
kick the shit out of their shins, dude.
You'd be punching my kneecaps, taking me down. I'm like, oh
Go right for the nuts.
no! Well, good thing that, at least when you go for him, there won't be any unwanted hair. This podcast is brought to you by
Thanks to Manscaped.
We love you,
Yes.
Manscaped.
Manscaped.com.
All right, we have enough time for one more topic. Tristan, what you got?
I bought a hat, and it came into the mail today.
What hat is this?
How's your quarantine
just-
treating you?
It's just a Red Sox hat, Go Boston Red Sox.
Ugh.
You like Boston?
But-
I think
So
we
when
can end it
opened
there,
the-
Joe.
So when I opened the package,
How'd you get farther away from your mic?
sorry, I sat up again. My bad. I'll sit still.
Yeah, just lay down. Just.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I opened the package, and it was inside like a postal service box,
Uh-huh.
and then inside the postal service box, it was just wrapped in like a Deerberg's grocery paper bag. The hat was.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it
Where'd
wasn't
that was
wrapped
a
in a
little
bag
strange.
from Wawa.
Where'd you get it from?
The website was called Detroit Gamer Gear.
Hmm.
Oh man.
That's not a
That's-
free ad.
Well, you should hit them up and ask if they want to be sponsored, or if they want to
Okay.
sponsor. Hang
I
on.
don't know.
Maybe you'd get your hats faster.
Yeah, and not wrapped in Deerberg's bags.
Yeah.
Elijah, Tristan didn't have a topic. You got anything? It's a bad sign that you boys are running out of topics. Second podcast.
Second podcast in. Well, it was a good run,
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about animals.
Oh God.
That is a good scapegoat. No, I don't really have
75
have
animal
a-
facts that will change the way you view the animal world.
I got something better than that. Because
Okay.
our viewers want to hear about animals, and I'm gonna stop
Yeah, they
at all
do.
costs from people hearing about animals. Okay.
Why
Last
would you
night-
keep the people from what they want the
Well,
most?
maybe we'll save it for the end. Okay. If we need a couple minutes filler, maybe we'll do that.
All right.
Do you guys know prairie dogs kiss?
Hang on.
I
What?
didn't know that.
Like they kiss each other on the lips.
They use tongue.
I don't know about that. I didn't go that far into it.
That's
That's a separate search on your own time, Elijah.
I don't want to search it. I
My-
was hoping you could tell
no,
me so I
my
don't have to ever
favorite thing
type
is
that.
when Tristan talked about the baboons cheating, and I was like, I talked about like I don't want to watch them fuck, and you're like, it doesn't show them fucking. Elijah was like, well, I thought it did, and then now you're like, prairie
Do they
dogs
use
kiss,
tongue?
and he's like, oh, do they use tongue? Elijah.
We're finding
Look,
out more and
this
more
is-
about Elijah every day.
this is valuable information about the animal kingdom that I didn't know about. All right.
Yeah,
This
no,
is
I
just,
feel that.
I'm just trying to learn
I'm trying to fully
the
grasp.
ways of nature. Yeah.
If any of you
I need
haven't watched it
details.
yet, I don't know if you know who James Charles is.
YouTuber.
Yeah, he started a show, a competition show.
Well, really?
Yeah, about being the next big designer in fashion or in beauty, I guess. The next big beauty mogul personality on YouTube, right?
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, oh yeah, completely free on YouTube. I want to say this. James Charles is a goddamn genius who also happens to have a nice ass. Let's just get that out there right now.
Yeah.
It's a fact, okay?
Yeah.
If you haven't
deny
seen
that.
it, Elijah can back it up.
All right.
Tristan, I'm going to need you to look it up after this. Viewers,
Okay.
go ahead, look it up.
Takes
It's a nice
a lot
ass.
of work.
It's a nice
Takes
ass.
a lot of work to get an ass like that.
It
you know?
does, and I respect it. So, beside that, I'm watching it last night. Here we go, with my girlfriend, okay?
All right, I'm glad you included that
I needed
because
to
I was
include that.
thinking if you were by
Right.
yourself, the story was going to take a different.
Oh no, I
different path.
chose to watch it. I said, "Hey babe, this is out now. Do you want to watch this?" And she said, "Okay." So we watched it together begrudgingly. So, I want to say this. We were very impressed and we'll continue watching it for a couple of reasons. One, James Charles is a fucking savage. Okay?
I can imagine. Just
Like-
see all the shit he gets online. He probably has to.
He gives them a first challenge. He's like, show up to your first day in makeup that completely describes who you are and your personality. Okay, they show up in the varying levels of makeup and costume. Okay, and he proceeds to pick apart each and every one
Oh
of
God.
them, and it is the greatest. Very nicely, he's very nice about it. But he's like, somebody shows up and does they're from LA. Okay, big plot twist there. They're from LA, and this guy has done makeup where he's like mostly a skull and has the earth in the center of his face. And he's like, this is to show like the death of our world and the planet and the animals and blah blah blah. And I'm thinking like, okay, James is gonna eat this up. The viewers at home are eating this up. This is LA. And he's like, yeah, so this doesn't tell me anything about you personally. As much as I agree with your stance on this topic, this doesn't tell me anything about you personally, so I would have followed the challenge, and then moves on. And I'm like, hold up, this is savage, and
So is this like
proceeds to do it to everybody, dude. It is the greatest thing to watch because even his compliments are like backhanded compliments, and it's so good. Like that's
like
all I want to
Tristan?
say. Yeah. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
Tristan, I love how you think you can just podcast using anything.
I love that about him too.
Well, I mean,
Thinks
it's
that-
working, right?
Just
It
thinks he
is.
can. Is it working?
Wait,
I guess
can
time will
Can you
tell.
hear Tristan? Is he talking?
I mean, we got one episode
True.
in.
Where'd Tristan
so-
go? Can you hear Tristan?
Who?
Hello, Tristan.
I'm still here.
I think
Can you hear him?
that show sounds a lot like
He just talked back to me.
that show sounds a lot like RuPaul's Drag Race. Did you ever watch
Yes.
that?
No,
love
I have
that
not
show.
watched that. I'm a man. I don't. Watching
Shut
drag
the fuck
queens
up.
is a bit.
You're watching
Come on.
James Charles.
Yes, but you know, drag queens. You know.
RuPaul is a legend.
I'm kidding. No, I have not watched it. I've heard it's very good.
Love you, RuPaul.
I watched it almost all the way through. Not
With
from my
Hannah?
choice. Yeah, with Hannah.
Okay.
And it is not as bad as you'd think.
What
It's
would
actually-
be wrong
it's
if he
actually
bought
really
it If he watched
interesting.
it by himself?
Yeah, what would be different?
Would be
So we have to
different if
end
he
the
watched it by
podcast here,
himself.
everybody. Tristan, do you have any final remarks?
Take care of your mental health, guys. It's important, especially
Damn.
right now. Yeah.
I
That's
agree
sorry
with the
that-
idiot. I agree with the idiot. Definitely take care of your stupid mental health.
Do it.
Elijah, any last words for the podcast?
None that are gonna be better than that.
All right. See you guys. Have a good one.